Hey everybody, we are here live talking about great things to do in the state of Arizona, and we are giving away passes for the whole week to the Waste Management Phoenix Open, so don't go away. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us today for our live stream. I am Serena with Key 360 Media, and we publish a statewide travel guide, Arizona Key Travel Magazine right here. Got it in my hand, and you can see it actually online as well. We have our digital edition up always at www.arizonakey.com. And what we're doing today is we're going to be talking about a bunch of different things having to do with the state of Arizona. One of the things we're talking about is things that might be on your 2018 bucket list that you can do right here in Arizona. Another thing we're talking about is the really cool town of Bisbee, Arizona. If you haven't been there, you will want to stick around and hear more about that. And we're talking about just a couple of different events that are going on around the state, as well as your weekend reminder. So I am here to chat with you and give you some great ideas for what to do, especially this weekend, whether you are a visitor coming into town or whether you're a local and you're just looking for great stuff to do. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was an article that we have in our magazine, and it's about bucket list items and some kind of adventurous, fun things you might want to do in 2018. And one thing a lot of people love to do or love to dream about doing is taking flight, taking to the skies. And here in Arizona, we just have beautiful weather. Actually, January is one of the greatest times to take flight. We have so many wonderful days for ballooning or flying in all different kinds of aircraft. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that. Oh, and by the way, here in Arizona, we have a couple of locations where you can even go on those skydiving wind tunnels. iFly is one of them out in Scottsdale. But anyway, for example, if you want to take flight, here are some ways that you can do it. For one, Sedona Air Tours, you can go on either an airplane flight or a helicopter flight, and they will take you on a tour of Sedona or the Grand Canyon. So that is pretty cool. You can do that. In addition, you can visit the Arizona Commemorative Air Force Museum. And not only will you get to see combat aviation memorabilia and aircraft, but you can actually, get this because this is kind of unique, you can actually book a flight on one of those antique warbirds. So that is pretty cool and unique. And you can visit their website at www.azcaf.org, and that stands for Arizona Commemorative Air Force. Okay, got that right. Now, one of the other things that people love to do while they're out here in Arizona is go for a hot air balloon ride, because you can take a beautiful trip over the Sonoran Desert. You can see wildlife. It's a nice, gentle feeling to be free floating like that. And we just have great weather. They do fun things like give you a little breakfast. You can do a breakfast flight or a little evening hors d'oeuvre flight. So they have really fun packages that you can take advantage of. So I encourage you to do that. Here are a couple of options for you. There is Hot Air Expeditions, and you can find them at hotairexpeditions.com, as well as Aerogelic Ballooning. And Aerogelic is spelled A-E-R-O-G-E-L-I-C, aerogelicballooning.com. So check those options out. Those are some really cool ideas for how you can take flight while you're here in Arizona. Take advantage of those beautiful Arizona skies. All right. Another thing that I have scheduled to talk about is Bisbee, Arizona. And if you don't know much about Bisbee, it is a really cool little town that is actually, it's a little bit quirky because it is part historic mining town and part hippie hideaway. It's got a rich cultural and artistic district, and it has really unique architecture that's kind of set in those Mule Mountains. So it's a cool place to check out. There's a lot of historic sites there. There's the Copper Queen Library, which is actually Arizona's first public library, as well as the Copper Miner Iron Man sculpture. So get a picture with that one and then post it for us. All right. You also get sort of a nice selection of restaurants and shops and art galleries. So it's a really fun day trip for you to take. We do have an article in our magazine, so make sure you check that out. You can check it out digitally, our digital flip edition, www.arizonakey.com. Or if you are coming in from out of town, stop by your concierge desk and ask for it there, or pick it up on the airport on the way in. All right, so you've got some options there. Next, let's go ahead and talk about some of the different things that are going on around the state of Arizona that I thought were kind of cool that I wanted to tell you about. For one thing, let's see, there is the Arizona Balloon Classic, and that's happening in Phoenix, January 26th through the 28th. And we were just talking about hot air balloons, and they're so beautiful. They're just really gorgeous to look at, even when they're all kind of tethered to the ground. And at this Arizona Balloon Classic, you can actually take a tethered balloon ride just to check it out and see if you're brave enough to do a real full-scale hot air balloon ride. But they're going to have a street food fest, they're going to have a family fun zone, they're going to have a zip line, they're going to have lots of vendors. So it should be a really fun event. It is a ticketed event, so you want to go online and get your tickets. And that happens Friday, January 26th from 4 to 8 p.m., Saturday, January 27th from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. But I want you to know that the first 500 kids get free breakfast on that Saturday. So that's a good day to check it out. And then they'll also be doing it on Sunday, January 28th from 7 to 10 a.m. All right, in Anthem, they are having Barks and Brews. That is happening January 20th, 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. And that's happening at the Anthem Outlets, which is a great place to shop, by the way. And they're going to have live music. They're going to do a craft beer garden, courtesy of Lagunitas Brewing Company, I think it is. They'll have pet adoptions, great savings, and it's all to benefit the Arizona Animal Welfare League. So that's a fun one to check out, January 20th. And then let's see, one more I wanted to tell you about, and that is up in Sedona, which is arguably one of the most beautiful places on earth. And they are having in Sedona a marathon on February 3rd, and you can register for it now. If you're going to do a marathon, this is a beautiful place to do it because the track is just gorgeous, because you're going to go through those beautiful red rocks. And they have a 5K, a 10K, a half, and a full marathon. So register for that at sedonamarathon.com. All right, we're at the end here. We're going to be doing our weekend reminder. But before we get to that, I just want to say that Elliot is commenting that the Commemorative Air Force is actually a phenomenal place. It's a museum as well, so that's really cool. And I want to tell you that even if you are watching this live broadcast after the fact, and you're just watching it as a video, you can still comment in. If you comment in Key, K-E-Y, then we will send you reminders when we go live, and you can catch our next live broadcast, which is every Thursday at 11. Or if you type WMO, you will get the prompts so you can enter that ticket giveaway. And we are giving away we'll have 2 lucky winners actually. We're going to give away 2 sets of week-long passes to the Waste Management Phoenix Open. And this is a tremendous event. They have hundreds of thousands of people that come out for this thing. It is a big deal. It's on the cover of our magazine. It is, and we actually have a 2-page article in our magazine about it. So if you want more details on the Phoenix Open, just in general, check that out. But we are giving away those week-long passes. So you want to be entered into that drawing, make sure you type WMO in the comment line, and you'll be prompted how to enter our giveaway. All right, so our final thing today is that I just wanted to remind you, it's a reminder also about the Phoenix Open. It's that they have actually free general admission tickets on Monday and Tuesday of the event, because it's a week-long event. It starts January 29th and it goes through February 4th. But the other cool thing that they're doing that I wanted to remind you about is that they offer free admission to first responders and military, current and retired personnel, plus a guest. I thought that was cool that they did the +1 as well. And all you have to do is you have to go online and register for that at wmphoenixopen.com/tickets. And you'll see where you can register as a first responder or military person. All right. Well, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for joining us. Please come back next time. Type KEY in the comments so you can get a reminder. We're going to be doing more giveaways, great stuff to do. And I really want to hear what you have to say about our lovely state of Arizona. So I hope you'll come back. I'll see you next time.